you guys, it's Barbara Dajour, and you're watching NotedTv, and you're tuned into the very first episode of Off Limits with Barbara Dajour. Now, Off Limits is a show where I talk about sports, anything sports, everything sports related, and nothing is off limits. So I asked my Twitter and Instagram followers what topics and opinions they would like to hear from me dealing with sports, and I'm excited to share with you guys. So let's get right into it. The trade deadline season is here, and Doc Rivers and the Clippers did the unexpected and traded the one and only Blake Griffin to the Detroit Pistons.
I actually and literally cannot even. I won't even. Can't even.
They came full throttle. They were not playing any games. Blake Griffin is traded to the Pistons, and I don't know how he's going to make that transition from LA to Detroit, but like Greek Freak said,
hey, he got to get a jacket. One.
Let me just say a little bit of his accolades. Let me just tell you. Let me make a list. Blake Griffin is the second all-time scorer on the Clippers. They renegotiated and gave him a 5-year contract, $175 million. And they trade him not even 7-8 months later. I guess they expected Griffin to resurrect the team without JJ Redick and Chris Paul. I don't know what their expectation was, but I just feel like this was like a slap in the face. And but I think he would do well in the Pistons. Honestly, they're gonna make it to the playoffs.
Literally dead. 6 feet under, dead. Casket.
But maybe I can't say it in words, but this is what LeBron had to say.
Yeah, when a player gets traded, they was doing what's best for the franchise, but when a player decides to leave, he's not loyal, he's a snake, he's not committed.
And I agree with the one and only King James. Now, a topic that my Twitter and Instagram followers asked me to dabble a little bit on is the Ball family. I love the Ball family. Me, her, she loves the Ball family. I love the Ball family. The things I love about the Ball family is the creativeness, especially behind the brand BBB, Big Baller Brand. It's like instead of going to Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, or Jordan, they decided to make their own brand. And they're already breaking boundaries and, creating history with the youngest, LaMelo with the youngest to have a shoe, and Lonzo, like LiAngelo. I just think it's amazing that they're stepping on the necks of these big corporates and, being different. I'm all for being different and creative. I think they're like one of the only basketball families that have a reality show. I like that they want freedom, and I love the show. I get a little bit more insight on LeVar Ball and the family. Now, I've noticed that, okay, y'all know that I love the Ball family, but I've noticed that LaMelo isn't the smartest,
Did you just say Philadelphia is a city?
There we go. Seriously, the state ain't Philadelphia. We're in Pennsylvania.
I know Michigan and Detroit.
You can't be serious.
I do know the continents. Sure, go. Asia, Europe, Antarctica, Nigeria, Northern Africa.
Yeah, I hope everything well goes with his career, and we will trust the process. LeVar did speak after his game where he was the head coach, and he said that LiAngelo would be a one and done, and LaMelo will stay there a couple of years and develop his game and stay in Lithuania. The one and done with LiAngelo didn't surprise me, but LaMelo, I would think he would want to go to bigger and better in Europe, like somewhere in the other countries. But then again, I'm thinking about it. LeVar wants to have freedom and creativity. So for a team that make him the head coach after 3 games, I think you're going to stick with that side of the area. The NCAA, I don't know where to start with the NCAA. I have a love and a hate relationship with them. Honestly, I feel like it's like a bad relationship. Duke had 4 transfers in the past 3 years. Let's just go through the list right now. You have Derek Thornton, that's at USC. Sean Obi, that's a grad transfer. You have Chase Jeter, that's at Arizona. And Jordan Tucker, recently, that just committed to Butler. I think that players get caught in the glitz and the glamour, and when they get these offers from these big name schools, they, the coaches tell them what they want to hear, and they just go right forward. Then they realize they aren't getting the tools and the playing time that they need, and then realize that everything that glitter isn't gold. The coaches tell them what they want to hear to get them on the team, to maybe to refrain them from going to their rival team, or I don't know. But they tell them what they want to hear to get them there. And then these students realize that it's not what it cracked up to be. They decide to go to a smaller school to get more play time. And I see this, we've been seeing this for years, but it's just becoming more frequently and frequently. And also with me saying this, I feel like they should change the transfer rules. They shouldn't have to wait a whole year. Like a whole year sitting out, not playing competitively is a lot. So that's why I understand why LeVar Ball did what he did with LiAngelo. I feel like they academically, if they're at a certain standpoint where it's need to be, then they should be able to transfer immediately, or maybe a half a semester. But a whole year, that's seems very crazy. The good part that I like about the NCAA is I love recruitment season. I love to see where these kids go to school. Now, let me just get this out the way. I am a UNC fan. I am a Tar Heel. So I just want to let you know that right now. But I promise not to be biased. I don't know what is going on at Duke. I don't know what Coach K is doing, but he need to keep doing it, because his recruitment level is just he passed Kentucky. I don't know what he did. Let's listen to who he got. He got R.J. Barrett, number 1. Zion Williamson, number 2. Cam Reddish, who will be on this show later, number 3. And imagine if Marvin stayed in high school. He would have had 4 out of top 5. That seems unreal. That seems like a Kentucky move. But no, Duke just checkmate. I mean, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know if this is true, but they spend most of their time on the players that's one and done and forget about the players that need to grow there. Thank you guys for tuning into the very first episode of Off Limits with Barbara Dajour. I am so glad that I was able to express this to you guys. I've been working on this for a long time. Just keep on sending me those topics and feedback. And until next time. All right, let's see what this is about. Let's see what this 40-point game about. All right. Coach LeVar, he already the head coach.
Youth level, he played alongside him in under 6% when it comes to downtown shots. This is Jello knocking down another 3.
Even
more of his points in the game that we talked about. He knocked down.
Now, not a nice scenery for Vito's coaching staff. Remember,
well, we can only hope it's
okay,
not
right.
a common miracle.
Chinese fella hang you.
LiAngelo, a high-arm shot, and it goes.
About Dombrowska's first basket of his career in University. Melo with a finish.
Okay, he really just shooting from anywhere.
This is Melo with a nice steal and a nice finish. So
do y'all see the players just not even trying? No D.
Whoa, whoa,
get your merch.
Connection.
Get your merch.
From Ball Brothers.
And he's showing his shirt. Here's another shirt that he's wearing.
For the LA Lakers.
So I was watching this game.
Up
Hey.
and under he goes.
Up and under.